Good morning, everybody. It's Friday the 10th. We got a great show for you today with a special guest coming on very soon, guys, to talk about a few things. And I'm going to show you my comic book rewards that go out today. I was supposed to do this live stream yesterday, but there was so much stuff going on with Vivi, and everything that I wanted to actually just absorb a lot of that stuff. And also, the same time I usually go on is when Vivi had their space, which was really fantastic, and then had some other things. So I wanted to save it for today, but today we got our drop head comic book rewards going out to the members. I'm going to give you a chance to get in on those right here in the chat. And then, of course, we'll talk about Hawkeye coming up, and we'll talk about a few other things as well. Crypt Toys, very cool what's going on there with some of those drops on Star Wars and everything like that. And the next DC NFT comic is coming out in a week. And just less than a week, and that's a big one. We'll look at that one too, of course. We'll check out how Spider-Boy is doing in Spider-Man 700. We can talk about the Veveverse. We can talk about, David and Dan's interview and all of that stuff, and just have a good, fun Friday right here, hanging out together like we always do for sure. So I'm really happy that you guys are here with me today, as always. Now, this is Hawkeye right here. So I did a video about this character right here, and I do think that this drop is really interesting with the crafting mechanic, and I wanted to get your guys' feedback on it, because it is going to cost you an extra 50 gems, and we all know how it works now. If you get both of these characters, you choose which one you want. It's not blind box. And this is obviously not coming up right now. This is coming up on Sunday, but you get a chance to actually choose each one, and then you can go and get Ronin, right? So what do you guys think about that as well? Are you going to go for it? I'm getting Hawkeye for sure. Like, I got to get Hawkeye in my collection, because of the Avengers. I need the whole Avengers team. This is just me, right? Just what I want to do. And we'll see about Ronin and what happens with that if I go for that one a little bit later, right? But I want to get your guys' feedback on that one for sure. Now, in the market right here, a couple of really interesting, notable things that are going on that are really exciting right here. We got Homer and Bart, just continuing to do really well, because the Simpsons keeps tweeting out about NFTs and that, that episode, and everybody keeps being like really interested in what the Simpsons are doing. And, it's leaking over into Vivi. Of course, if you go onto any of those tweets, those X posts from the Simpsons and from people in the NFT community, there's a lot of Homer and Bart and Simpsons talk going on right now. And it's really, see, that episode is not just going to disappear. It's going to be something that people continue to talk about, for like a long time. And it really has, it's really interesting because if you look on the OpenSea, where my drop heads are and everything, if you look there, you'll see that the NFT market has really risen. I mean, the crypto punks are up, I think, over 130,000 on the floor again, US. So, I mean, something like that. So you can see that, I really do think that Simpsons episode has really spurred on interest in the NFT community. Maybe it's just internally from people who are already there, or maybe it's had people kind of go back again. It's a parody episode, of course. If you guys haven't seen it, it's just for fun, right? I mean, they're making fun of NFTs and making fun of FOMO and all that. But it has shown a lot of interest, and you can see that it directly related into Vivi as well, with, the Homer and Bart rising up in value as people, who owned one or maybe were selling them for cheaper, have just kept on to it and then maybe bought a couple more or not selling now, just because you never know. We might get Simpsons, Vivi stuff. That would be amazing. So that's a really interesting developing story as we go. And we had Spider-Man 700. And this comic comes out, excuse me, and it's a nice comic, sold out. Everything's good. Everybody likes all the covers. And we got the ultra rare. And this is that Amazing Fantasy, original that, was, then changed to the one we all know, sitting at 90 gems on the ultra rare after a few days, holding strong, just hanging out there. A couple of ones have dropped below, but they've been gobbled up. It's only 350 of these, right? Before they take you it away. So this comic is doing really well. It's been a very successful comic. You can see the secret rare right there is sitting at just under 60. So this is the ultra rare and the power of Amazing Fantasy. And if you don't have an Amazing Fantasy, just the common, or whatever, just a regular, make sure you snag one and just lock it away and forget about it. I mean, read it first, of course. And then we got, Spider-Man 7 showed up. And this comic right here has done really well, guys. It's sold out. Again, this is the part that surprised me. Okay, so you know, we got like the ultra rare right here. It's sitting at about 70 or so right now, right? It actually went up higher than that. And now it's around 70. There's only 300 of these. So this one actually, I was thinking was going to do the same thing as the ultra rare over on Amazing Spider-Man 700. I was thinking it was going to be like higher than the secret rare. And it's doing great. I actually landed this one on the drop. I don't usually get lucky like that. This is the one that I wanted. I mean, it's in my collection. I haven't sold it, right? But this is the one I wanted the most out of the whole thing. And so I managed to get one on the drop. I bought 7 blind boxes. I managed to, on the rebound. I don't usually do that, guys. On Spider-Man 700, the one that came before, I bought 4. Okay, then it was gone. It was sold out. This one, because of the Amazing Fantasy hype, right? This one right here, I was able to actually work a bit faster and go a bit harder on it. I went 7 and I got an ultra rare, a rare, and then I got 2 commons and 2 uncommons. So that's a nice haul. I haven't sold any of them. They're all in my collection. Then I went into the market and bought a couple more. And it's quite interesting. But the secret rare over here is actually doing incredibly well. Look at that. It's at 165 gems. This is a $6.99 comic. It's because this is so scarce and these covers exist in the real world. This is the 3rd print. So I was actually really surprised, pleasantly surprised. I don't have a secret rare. I do have the rare. The rare is doing pretty good as well at 1640. And then you can see right here, there's the ultra rare right there at 70, right? So we'll talk about this. I'll ask you guys how you did on that for sure. Now, in celebration of all of that, okay, and I do have my comic rewards, and I'm going to give you guys a chance to win this in the chat right here. And my comic rewards for this week for members, they're all Spider-Man related. I was showing this to my members, like all week long, and we got like 7 different comics. This is really going to be really fun. Right here. So we got 6 ones here and then 1 over on my Discord, right? But and I'll just scroll down and show you those comics right here. And I'm going to give you guys a Drophead 3 today in the chat, which will get you 3 spots in these. So you can see here's my entry list right here, which shows all the entries right here. It's a random draw. I'm giving away Spider-Boy 1 to celebrate that Spider-Boy comic, the first appearance. This is his first solo series book right here that just came out. So this is going out to the members. That's going to be fun right here. And then I got another Spider-Man team up with Wolverine. This is going out to the members today as well. This is Ultimate Marvel Team Up #1 from 2001. That's cool. And then this is from Hinano, who won this comic last week or so and then already had a bunch. And he was so generous to give this back to you guys. So, this comic was supposed to be for him. But every big shout out to Hinano for doing that. And the Real Uncommon podcast, of course. And but he's given this back. So this one goes back out to you guys again. This is Superior Spider-Man #1. This is the actual one that's in the newsstand. Not the exclusive that we got at Vivi, but this is the actual same comic. So it's really great. Thank you so much, Hinano, for that. And then we got Spidey Super Stories with Kingpin there. This is from 1977. This little series of Spidey Super Stories is a really nice comic series. You guys should check it out. Go back, look it up, eBay it. Very cool covers. That's got Kingpin right there. And we got Kingpin recently, so that would be fun. Then we got Spider-Man 392. That's the throwback cover that mimics Spider-Man 50, Amazing Spider-Man 50. This is where, Spider-Man walks away from Peter Parker. He goes in reverse. He doesn't walk away from being Spider-Man. He walks away from being Peter Parker because there's too much drama. And it's easier to be Spider-Man. So this is a really iconic cover right there. And then this is the one that's going to my SAD club. So on my Discord, if you've never won anything on the channel as a member, I have a club called the SAD Club. And it's, everybody wins something before the end of the year. So this is a comic. It's another Spider-Man comic. Number 29, this is from the Spider-Man series, right? We have the first 5 on Vivi, right? And the one that started with McFarlane, right? And then, of course, he stepped away and then there was other artists, right? So this is a cool cover. This is going to my SAD club. So someone's going to be super happy after this one. And then this is the big one. This is the fun one. I actually have a Spider-Man 7. This is not from 2020. This is from 2023. This is Spider-Boy's first appearance. This is one of the variant covers right here, the Gomez variant. This is one we didn't get on Vivi. There's multiple variants. So someone's getting out right here and someone's going after this and going to win this today. And to mimic the Spider-Man 7 that we got on Vivi. So that's going to go out right there. Now, you guys in the chat are going to get a chance to win this in a little while. I'll do this a little bit after my guest comes in and we hang out right here. But I'm going to give you guys a Plastic Man Drophead 3. And Plastic Man, he can win him in the chat. There's only, I think, like 33 of him left at the most. And so he gets you 3 spots in all my rewards. So you're going to get 3 spots today in the comic book rewards that we have. And this is ongoing. You get the 3D files so you can stick them in spatial and do whatever you want with them as well. And then, of course, you get the 3 spots in my Omi rewards, which are also going on today. And I'm going to give an extra 5,000 to the chat today. Okay, to you guys in the chat just for hanging out here. So we got another 25,000 Omi going out. And 5,000 to someone in the chat right here. We actually have 30,000 Omi. The 25,000 is for members. 5,000 in the chat. So stick around for that. That's going to be a little bit later when we do that. But I'll do this guy right before that. I'll do this random giveaway right here of Plastic Man. He's one of the secret drops that I got. So my drop heads, just how it's developing is that I have like wave 1 of my drop head 3s, all the 3. They're all gone. Okay, they're all gone. I have my zombie one come out right here. This guy came out. He's doing really well. There's like way less than half available of him still left. And I have my zombie rewards. That was a lot of fun. All those prizes have gone out to the winners of that. And the zombie rewards will come back because, zombies never die. But this guy gets you 3 spots in all the rewards as well. So I already did this. I gave some of these away as well. So those are my 2 drop heads that have come recently. But they're secret drops. And there's going to be 5 of those. And once you get all 5 of the secret versions of my drop head 3s, there'll be a special one that'll get airdropped to everybody. And that one, I haven't told anyone what it is. You don't know what the next ones are as well. There's 3 more coming of the secret drop head 3s. And Plastic Man was the first of the secrets, right? So anyway, someone's going to get that today. So we're going to have a lot of fun, you guys, for sure. It's going to be an absolute blast. There's Mr. MC1. You know what to do if you're ready. And we can start talking about stuff like that right here for sure, right? But guys, how's it going today? Are you guys excited about stuff? I mean, if you look at what's going on over on Tales from the Rizzo, check this out right here. Okay, look at this right here. Look at this. Have you guys seen this vehicle right here? Have you seen the kit car? Where is it? Let me just hold on a second right here. Let me just do this the right way. Let me click this link right here. Let me open this up. Okay, open it in a new tab right here. And we can look closely at it right there. Look at that. And we got a special guest who I invited today, who I really wanted to get his thoughts about what's going on and everywhere in the community and all the stuff that's going on. We got Mr. MC1 in the house.
Hey, how's it going, MC? How are you, man? It's good to see you.
Oh, it's so good to see you too, man. There's so many things. Thank you for coming out today. I know it's short notice. We were chatting about what we might be doing next week, and we can chat about that too, right? But thank you for popping in here just on short notice because there's so many things I can't wait to next week to ask you about, if you're cool with that.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, it's a real honor to be here, MC. I have a lot of respect for you, man. You're an amazing content creator. You're also just an amazing member in this community, always doing a lot of giveaways. You're very well researched as well. So thank you for having me on here. It's really an honor.
Oh, dude, right back at you for sure. 100%. By the way, I'm still never going to get over your party in New York. That was unbelievable.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing that. That was so classy and so fun. And if anyone ever gets a chance to, come to the next event, hopefully there'll be something maybe in like at the San Diego Comic-Con. Are you going to go to France?
Working on it. I may go to France. Not 100% certain as yet, but I will know maybe in the by end of this month. I think I should know by the end of November.
Yeah.
I would like to go though. I mean, it's just a different community out there, right? There's a few Europeans that come here, but if you go to some parts of Europe, you get to meet a lot of people. So I would like to do that. I would love to have a Mr. MC1 party in France as well. But I'm going to need some negotiating deals in France if I go there. So Jeg speaks French. Fanny speaks French, 101 Pop, and these guys speak, So hopefully we get to do that. But, look, New York Comic Con next year for sure. That's like a staple. I have VIP tickets, I get pre kind of thing. So that's on my calendar every year for the foreseeable future. There will always be a Mr. MC1 party. Yeah. Unless somebody decides to do something different or the team decides to do something or whatever. But otherwise we're always on for those. San Diego, I have never gone to San Diego Comic-Con. It would be like a pleasure to go there sometime. I will try. Yeah. But that'd be fun too. So one West Coast, one East Coast kind of thing. And then hopefully one international event.
You were at DCon last year, and you hosted a party there. And I know DCon is like in December. It doesn't like obviously Vivi's not going to be attending that in an official fashion, but they did say I heard that announcement that DCon's going to be ending up in Las Vegas, like the next time around. And so I can imagine that would be something that we would probably a lot of us would want to go to. I mean, it's so much easier to get there, and there's so many more things you can do, like, you know, potentially with events and parties. Is that in the back of your head? Yeah, I know you probably have heard.
Let me ask you this question: how many? You know, assuming you're less than 50 years old, maybe 40. Yeah. How many days of your life have you physically been in Las Vegas?
Me, probably maybe 9, 10 physical days if you actually add them all up. Maybe. Yeah, I've been 4 times, so probably 12 because 4 nights each. Yeah, yeah.
No, my number is closer to like 450 or 500 because I've lived in Las Vegas for a year. I used to live in Summerlin, by the golf course, where Agassi used to live. So I'm very familiar with Las Vegas. I go every other year or maybe every 2-3 years to Las Vegas for New Year's. Go play some blackjack and stuff. So that's like home away from home kind of thing for me. So very excited, and I know all the party spots in Las Vegas. I do, my friend. I have all the connections and the fix and everything there as well. So I mean, Vegas would be great.
Well, VV Arcade is living there too, and I know other VV members.
Yeah, there's people there too. So
that's pretty cool too, right?
So hey, next year, end of next year, though, right? So.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. Always away.
That one is like high on the list for whenever it happens. So
Well, let me ask. Okay, so I know, like, I'm assuming that everybody knows you, right? Because I know you, and you've been here for such a long time, and such a great member of the community, and just everything, right? But just for people who don't know you, because there are a lot of people actually tuning. I've actually got a lot of people in live streams and stuff saying, "Oh, first time here," and everything. In case people don't know you, who are you? Like you've been here a while. Maybe a recap. I think it's kind of cool to do that again, because there's probably people maybe haven't met.
A lot of you guys do know me, so I'll go really quick on this one. I'm MrMC1. Spartan Viz on the app. Joined towards the end of August 2021, so it's been a little over 2 years on VV. Been a long-time collector. My collecting habits are mostly comics. I have about 5,000 plus collectibles and comics on the app. About 80% of them, 75 to 80% of them are comics. Have a pretty nice Marvel Comics one stack that I put together quite early on. Just short of 700 Marvel Comic ones. And hence the name MC1. But not to be confused with this MC, but
no, you're the MC. You are the
MC also stands for Master of Ceremonies, so I throw parties as well. So my brand is really around parties for the fam and collecting Marvel Comic ones. But I've been a member of the community. Really enjoyed this journey with VV. I've seen the highs, the lows. I've seen all the great things that are spoken about, as well as sort of the other things. And I hope to always keep a balanced point of view, so to acknowledge the wins and also to kind of discuss all the issues and stuff. And just in terms of my approach, there've been times where I've gone off on Twitter and stuff, and like emotion gets the better of you and on VV and everything else. But by and large, I would say I seek to influence and inspire, get things done in a positive manner, and to orchestrate great outcomes. But that's who I am on the app. Outside of the app, I've been president and CEO of 2 different fintechs. One was publicly traded. I've been a general manager at Amazon. I launched the Amazon Prime co-branded card, so in 2017. Been a banker and stuff. And then right now I work with a lot of startups. So I'm an advisor, I'm a mentor to a number of different startups. I also work with private equity. I help private equity firms, buy companies, large companies and things like that. So I do a bunch of that. So long and short of it is I don't work full time anywhere, so that's why I have a lot of time to do all these cool things and get myself in just about enough trouble.
No, that's amazing. I thank you for doing that recap. I know you've mentioned that lots of times, but there are people who are just meeting, and there's another MC right there.
Yeah, there you go, Michael Campa. I love you, man. He's an amazing guy. Amazing guy. I love that interview.
Oh yeah,
what an amazing story, man. His story is so inspiring, so inspiring. If you haven't seen that interview of Michael Campa, watch it, man. His journey, his life, and his collection, insane. Very good.
I know. I was just going to say that as well, right? So yeah. So with your background and everything, and the long amount of time you've been here, we've had some big stuff happen lately in VV, right? Like we've had, David Hughes had 2 interviews. Both have been great. In regards to the people who interviewed them, right? And then, of course, Dan had a nice interview as well. And we got lots of information. Of course, then we got like Tales from the Rizzo and them dropping the like Veveverse demo. And then we got Metaverse Life, giving that amazing video out when he came and he visited like my neck of the woods. And that was insane as well. And then, of course, we have crypto on the rise. We see what's going on with Bitcoin and the rest of it. You got the Simpsons episode that came out. And then, of course, just in VV, just thinking very closely, the Simpsons collectible has gone up in value. But have you seen like over on the OpenSea what that's done to NFTs in regards to their floor prices and the general like interest in the NFT community, not related to VV? Like we're talking like, if you're on X at all and you're following the NFT community in the Web3 space, you see that episode made a big impact. Out of all that stuff, because there's a lot going on. And then, of course, there's other stuff that I haven't even mentioned, right? There's always something. What kind of like at this moment kind of pops out in your head like first? I know it's a big question, but what are some of the things that kind of like resonate?
First, there's only one thing that pops out in my head. There's a reason why they call the people in the space degens. And there is a real reason why. And they are all degenerate because everybody has a short-term memory. Yeah. When the prices of Bitcoin goes up the next year, ETH and all that stuff starts trailing and going up, and then when that goes up, the next coins go up, and then the next ones go up, and then hopefully the tokens as well, right? So there's like this order, and then along with it, the value of all the NFTs goes up, and there's all this euphoria, and then we get into some craziness. But hopefully, it's a fun ride ahead for us. Yeah. Hopefully some lessons learned for a lot of people. And and we have a really good time. But the fun times are I'm seeing those, what do they call them? Green shoots, right?
There's a few here and there.
The new green shoots, right?
It's quite interesting. Like I wanted to bring this up as one of the first things, okay? Because I know you're in special and you got your yachts, and thanks for I've been there a couple of times. It's absolutely incredible. And so you've been getting familiar with metaverses and sort of like 3-dimensional sort of spaces like spatial and stuff. And then you see this come out, okay? And then there's mixed reactions, of course, right? Some people are like high expectations on the graphics. Maybe some people thought it wasn't good enough, but I see this kit car right here because I was looking like further into the details. I commented under, Tales's, post. This is from his post. Just so guys, this is actually directly, and get all your info and stuff from like Tales and themselves because they're going to show you like the high res stuff. Some of the stuff that leaked early was like low quality. So I got my image right here. I just blew it up right here. But look at the detail on the kit car. Okay, I mean, what was your reaction to the Veveverse demo that we saw? This crazy one.
So, there's, before you go to the demo part of it, right? So one thing that's important to clarify is I'm in the first 30 beta users on Veveverse, and I've been there since day one that it was opened out to the community.
You're in there.
I am in there. I am in the Veveverse beta. Yeah. And, so obviously there's some things I can talk about that have already been discussed by the team. And there's some things I cannot talk about because there's an NDA in place about specifically the Veveverse. So
put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in my, like, you know what I mean? Try to
put yourself in your shoes.
Yeah, in our shoes. So we're not in there. No.
If you look at the underlying first of all, it's a travesty that some people looked at just the video and said, oh, the quality was grainy, and that, it's just a showroom and a video of a showroom or whatever. So, but let me kind of give you a little bit of context around the situation, right?
Okay.
So when you think about that video of Veveverse that came out, look, there's two types of videos you can put out. One is, here's Veveverse, here's how you go in, here's how you interact, here's how you bring your avatar in, here's how you chat with others, here's all the things you can do with other people, here's how you can build things, and then you can have like, okay, so this is what the final output looks like. So there's every reason to not do that, and I'm very glad that Vivi has not done that. And the reason for that is very simple. We're in a beta phase right now. In a beta phase, there's a lot of feature functionality that they have enabled that may not make the final cut of what they want to take to the mass, right? So if you make a video with all this feature functionality up front, and then it's not in the final version that the masses have, there'll be just such a big, huge hue and cry of, it was a bait and switch, that was not real, you told us all this stuff. Those days for Vivi are done, man. They are very, very professional. They're very solid. They've got, different types of PR firms working with them. They will not talk about stuff that's, they're playing with, that's not yet out. And so, very simply put, I know I can understand why people have waited a long time and say, I want to see this, I want to see that. That should have been done differently or whatever. But you know what? There's a lot of pressure from the community to say, hey, what is this Veveverse thing? And what they chose to do was to take one user who's not a professional builder.
I was going to say
not a professional builder.
He's not a game developer.
Another guy who joined him, right? So Tails. He's a poker player. He's not a professional builder of some
Tails
kind.
right here. Yeah.
He built his space, and you had Mr. Falcon, who's a school teacher.
Yeah.
And these two guys together built this. So, and it's not just, remember, this is not a video that's got all kind of special effects and stuff in it. Everything in this video was built by these guys, Tails specifically ground up, and the whole orchestration of the scene and stuff was where Falcon helped him. And so, when you look at something like this, you'd say, holy macro, how could just two regular dudes, and sorry to call you guys regular because you're not professional, they're very, very special guys, but how can they build something like this? And it's a travesty about the quality of the video, because what happens is when you can record a video, we all know this, man. You can watch a 4K movie, but if your internet connection is slow, then it's not going to look like 4K. You know what I mean? It's going to be, like all that stuff happens, right? But look, as far as I'm concerned, my viewpoint is different because I've been inside, and I'll give you my viewpoint later.
Sure.
But if you're on the outside looking at a video like this, and now you understand the context of why you were not shown how the avatars get in and this, that, and the other, and how the building of all of this works, and and you just saw this video, you have every reason to be very, very excited. Now, very, very excited about something like this, because you're able to bring in your collectibles from Vivi. You're able to bring in an avatar from the outside. You're able to build these beautiful spaces, and you're able to create all these special effects with smoke and this and that and lightning and lighting and all these things. So it's every reason to be excited about. So if you, and you know what, I wanted to, really tip my hat to Tails and Mr. Falcon for an outstanding job. Very well done, guys. And it says video 1 out of 3. I can't wait for 2 out of 3 and 3 out of 3. And I have seen other people's spaces too. Remember, I am in the beta version. I've seen other people's spaces. And if you look at True Tech, if you look at Jimbo Lee Lingo, if you look at Michael, if you look at their spaces, they're incredible. And these guys are also not professionals, like professional builders or whatever. So they also do incredible work. And I've seen their spaces. So anyway, put all that aside now. You sort of say, okay, well, this is sort of an immediate reaction to the video. But I can give you a little more insight into Veveverse.
That is pretty unbelievable. Yeah, I love that point that you made. And I've heard this point go around a little bit too, about, you know, Tails and them, who, you know, and everybody that's in there. They don't like work for Vivi. They're not like developers who came out, who are building a game like a AAA game like Spider-Man 2 or something. They're just working like within the beta, and they're, like you said, they're just people like us who have, like, you know, taken it to the level that they can take it at this exact point. And so I think, like, when I saw the video, you know, I was really trying not to have any expectation at all. I was just like, okay, let's see what this. My thing was, like, I did a review on it, right? And I didn't review the work. Like, one thing I did in my video about the Veveverse, you know, that they did this demo, I didn't review the actual video, like the work that went in. You can't review that. It's months and months of work. Like, I mean, how could I review it and critique the work? I reviewed, like, you know, what I saw inside. And what I saw inside was the detail on those collectibles, because, you know, I saw the building, like I saw the, you know, the wall right there, and the detail. Like, I saw, when I looked at the high res versions, like I saw like the realistic kind of textures on the wall. I know you can't talk about this, so just humor me for, you know, I know you can't like give us details, right? Because you're in there, but. And then I
can talk about it, man.
Well, you know what I mean, right? Like, okay. Whatever you can tell us, it's all
as well, you know? Like, okay, Vivi, look, I'm going to try and say everything that I saw in the demo in BCon, so it's all public, whatever I'm going to say. But if by chance there is, you know, something that accidentally gets leaked out, you know,
be careful.
I'm willing to do a Bart Simpson, like, you know, I'm sorry, don't get my access. I'm sorry, don't get my access. Kind of thing all the time, and mail that.
You always ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah,
don't get in trouble. Don't get us in trouble.
Look, here's a couple of important things, right? So if you really want like a perspective on it, like, you know, from someone who's sort of looked at it and will tell you as much as he can about it, it is on Cavernous.
Yeah.
Okay. Cavernous is an incredible platform. If you really want to know about Cavernous, go look up Cavernous and see what they're.
Dan talked about it.
Utilizes Unity and Unreal.
Yeah.
Okay, they have the capability to do both. Unity and Unreal are both used by the best games. You know, all the top games that are on PlayStation and Xbox and stuff, they use that, you know, Unity and Unreal.
Unreal is Unreal. Like,
Unreal is Unreal. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's literally.
And one of them works, you know, is very high graphics, but, you know, it takes a lot, you know, device-wise to kind of operate it. The other one is faster to, you know, render and stuff like that, right? But look,
just explain that. Just back up just for 1 sec. Sorry.
Yeah.
So just explain that, because I don't think a lot of people understand that. Just all you got to do is repeat what you said just a bit slower so people get it. If you don't mind.
So, you know, with one of these, basically what you have is you get very high performance, you know, images and graphics, and also you need the right kind of system, you know, like a gaming system, to see it in that degree of quality and everything, right?
With Unreal, with the computer that you would view it on,
right,
the
Unreal.
Unreal.
And then with you know, the other one, you can basically it renders a lot faster, it moves a lot faster. So if you have multiple, you know, like any average user, if you're in sub-Saharan Africa with, you know, a older device, mobile device, and you want to do it, you know, don't quote me on this, but that should work. It should work fine there, right?
If you have Canadian internet, with the anytime the wind blows, you know.
So and you know, I'm sure that, look, those are all things that Vivi will figure out how to handle ahead of you know, a mass rollout. But at the end of it, you know, what do you take away from it? First of all, it's being built with a partner who's excellent. It's being built on, you know, these two sort of platforms. You know, it's got these two, both with Unity and with Unreal. It's the highest of the high end that, you know, the best of games are using. So you got that kind of thing going for it. Then, if you think about the part that the others may not have, that Vivi has in spades, is the IP. So you can get a partner statue, a gold partner statue, through Vivi and watch it in Veveverse. And so that, if you look at the amount of IP that's available on Vivi, and the ability to literally, by being a part of Veveverse, to bring all of that IP into Veveverse and to have it interact with you and be immersive in that environment. I mean, that makes for a very, very, very fun, that tells you you've got the pad and you got the stuff.
Yes.
Right? And then the other aspect of this is when you talk about building, right? When you talk about building walls and this and that, right? And building shelves and building display pedestals and just, building all the environment around it.
Yeah.
Veveverse has, at least from what I've seen in it, that ability to play with metal, with wood, with various types of metals and materials, I should say, that are very realistic. And it's beautiful to see, the quality in that. Another element to this is what you see in the app, the Elsa or the golden moments in the app. A lot of those things are, at least to me, feel like much higher quality when they're brought into Veveverse. So Veve had to work with some agency to upgrade all these collectibles to bring them into Veveverse. So there is a certain level of quality of the collectibles. Now in Tales' video, by definition, a Batcave or Gothic City is dark, right?
Yeah.
And
I was going to say that it's all dark. The theme of the video
but when
is dark.
you go into a bright space or differently lit up space, the luster, the gold shines, the silver shines. There's all that. The wood has grains to it. You can get texture, different smooth texture, rough texture, translucent. You can get all these types of characteristics with it. And that's what makes this very, very special. Then if you sort of say, all right, you got all these things. Now you've got animation. Veve has animation too. So look, I don't think Dan shared this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I've kind of switched faces. Yeah, not pumping, but I'm going to just share this.
No, it's all good.
I have a Storm collectible, the animated collectible, and Storm has lightning coming out of it.
Yeah.
And I was so surprised that when I played with it, right, I could change. First of all, the lightning coming out of Storm is next level, man. It's better than what you see in your vault.
Yeah.
It is better than what you see in your vault, whatever upgrade they've done. And it's easy to play with, and you can adjust the amount of lightning coming out of Storm. And it is incredible. And when you're standing in some other space far away, you can see this thing lit up. There are spacecrafts that you can bring in, the Romulan. You can walk inside it and see the level of detail, so you can blow it up to whatever size you want. So you're like, full size, half size, small, super small, miniature, and then you're exploring this whole environment from the inside and the outside. You can walk, and you can see all the machinery and stuff. So this type of quality, this type of experience, immersive experience, is incredible. So now, hopefully through this, session, you're getting a sense for this is not a vault. By the way, David had, the second interview was, hit the ball out of the park. The first one caused a little bit of confusion with, this whole conversation around the vault and stuff. David's David, he does great stuff, but, there was that little confusion there. And I wanted to make sure everybody understands that this is not a vault, man. This is not a vault. This is a full-on metaverse. And it's not just a metaverse. It is an incredible metaverse. It's got a lot of capabilities. And, you have to be patient and wait till this thing rolls out fully because, they want to make sure that the experience is good for people. Let me cover a couple other parts of the metaverse here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Veveverse specifically.
Yeah, for sure.
Veveverse is compatible with Ready Player Me. So literally, and I'm in spatial. I have a Ready Player Me avatar in spatial. I got a Vogue Singapore jacket and outfit. Yeah. I got a Tommy Hilfiger outfit for my avatar pre all of this Veve stuff. Right?
I got the Tommy one too. I got the
Tommy one too. Yeah,
I got the Tommy one too. Thanks. Actually, I think thanks to you and Miss Gex, like back in the about a year ago, right? So
So when you come into Veveverse, it says put your link from your Ready Player Me avatar here, and it takes 30 seconds or less to copy that link, put it in here, and your Ready Player Me avatar with the outfit for that specific link, whatever that avatar model is, that comes in, and it's beautiful. So you're able to bring an asset in from the outside into Veveverse. Okay, now I won't comment on whether we today have the ability to bring in assets from my MetaMask wallet or whatever, and Dan himself has said that will be a future phase. But look, the goal is in the future to allow you to bring other assets beyond just VV assets into this, whether they are NFTs or whatever else. What shape does it take? Which networks can you bring it in from? Look, all that has to be figured out. They'll figure out all that stuff, but that's going to be great as well. But the avatar experience, great. And then to add to all of this, now I'm on Spatial. I have a yacht in Spatial. I have a penthouse in Spatial. I have a default space in Spatial. I have all my MetaMask, stuff in my MetaMask in there with all the artwork and all that stuff.
This
and what
is
I can
your page
tell you
here. This is your page
yeah,
here.
Oh,
and I know you're.
Oh, look at that.
I know you're. And I have other questions.
Go to the first one, right? The first one is the yacht. So
yeah, where is it? We're right at the top.
The first one, this one.
Oh, there
so
it is. There's your yacht. There's your yacht.
That is
right
my
there.
yacht. So just let it keep playing, right? So.
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
It's got jet skis. It's got everything. So and I've thrown parties.
Did people get the jet skis in the hot tub? Did that actually happen?
Yep.
Yes, they did.
They did. And I had to give somebody a yacht too. So I gifted a yacht to Chambo because I didn't think he could do it, and he did it. So then I bought him one and I gave him a yacht too. So he has a yacht.
No way. So he got so in case people don't know, you can drive the jet skis around, and I was in there with you guys that one day. I cut 2 days, but there was another day I wasn't there. And people were trying to and so he actually got it in. Okay. Okay. That's amazing of you. But anyway, go on.
Yeah. So, another element to this is, look, you can have all these metaverses and spaces and stuff, but what is it that would keep you in? Right. Like, how do you spend more time in there? So there's a conception in people's head, and I don't want to call it a misconception, but there's one idea that people have that only if it is a game will people spend time in there. And I agree with half of it. If you have games in the metaverse, people go in to play the games, and by definition, they spend more time and they interact with others, they're racing with others and all that stuff, right?
Sure.
But if you keep a little bit more open mind to it, not everybody is a gamer. And it's my humble opinion, and this is just opinion, and I may be wrong about it, is that there are other activities that you can do in the Veveverse that Veveverse is conducive to, but maybe others are not as conducive to. Amongst those other applications are, instead of having a Twitter space where somebody speaks, you can actually have a space in Veveverse where the whole community comes in, everybody sits down with their avatars, and you do stuff. And you talk, and you can have speeches, and you can have, interaction. And then, so that's one aspect of it. You can actually have parties in there where people come, there's a dance floor, you're doing all your moves, and then people go and hang out in different parts and talk. And, you have that ability, to not hear everybody in the space. You can hear the people close to you. There's all those settings that you can kind of play with, right? So that's another element. So parties, speeches, those kind of things, community hangouts. Then you can have launches in there. You can have drops in there. Vivi could have the artist come into a Veveverse and have this artist talk about, and you can do a drop show live in there. And everybody's doing the drop show there. And you can have giveaways with not just like today, a giveaway is done in terms of, spin the dial or do some nonsense. Here you could have actually physical interaction. It's like hide and go play seek, or, there's some kind of, treasure hunt. There's so many different games you can play in it. And again, we're saying gaming, but there's activities that you can do that engage users. That's not like a game, right? And so giveaways and stuff. Then you can actually have music concerts in there. You can have a musician come and perform, and you're all sitting and you're listening. You can have an auction in there, like a Sotheby's style auction. Somebody can say, look, Sunday I'm holding an auction. You can have book clubs in there. You can have so many things, and there's so many applications. So, when you think about Vivi's IPs, the categories that Vivi is in, and then you think about the metaverse, the possibilities are limitless. And so if you in your head have that, unless there's gaming, only then it'll be successful. Yes, with gaming, it'll be more successful. It could be a great start, or it could be a great at some point, but there are a lot of other things that you can do. And I have thrown parties in in Spatial that lots of people have come to, and we've done different activities, including watch a VVAMA, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Ellis and Tony and these guys came, sat down in my theater room and stuff like that. And then in Veveverse specifically, I can't go into the details, but I have thrown a party in Veveverse with the people who are in the beta. Obviously, it's a much smaller party. Rolex was in there, a bunch of other people. And what I want to tell you is that the social aspects of Veveverse are superior to Spatial and some of the other, these metaverse things that I have seen and been a part of. Better. And you can, first of all, your avatars can interact in many different ways. You have chat, you have voice. In Spatial, you just have that little circle where when you turn your live video on, you only see a little bit there, right? In this one, you have actually like Zoom like smaller kind of squares where you can see the individual, the avatar you can interact with, but you can also see what's on the camera. And then you have so many other elements to this whole social interaction. It was very, very rich. It felt great. You're able to bring in like a screen, like a whiteboard. You can write on the whiteboard. You can actually, if you have another browser, session running with, let's say, a movie or a game or something like that, you can show that in your space to your people, and you can watch interactive content together. So when you think about all that dimensionality, right, it's incredible. And look, we have to be patient and wait. There's a reason why it's going at the rate that it is. They're really testing out a lot of functionality. They're getting a lot of feedback from people who are early. Dan said that middle of this month he's going to expand, 50 to 100 users, more going into the beta every so many days or whatever.
Sure.
And that'll also create some more learning. And my belief is that, look, there's another misconception here, right? So land sale versus properties, like apartments, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So I won't comment on Veveverse, but I'll just talk about Spatial. So there's people understand the difference between the two. Mm-hmm. So if you go to like a Decentraland or something, there's a map, and I have plot in the middle of the place, and I have a neighbor to the left, a neighbor to the right, a neighbor next to him, and a neighbor next to him in front and the back. And when you come out, every time you come out, you see the same neighbor and the same things and whatever, right? Other people's pads. You can access other people's pads by actually going over across the land, right? Yeah. Spatial is a little different. There's no map. But everybody has like islands. Palaces, right? You've got everything. Except it's not land that's spatially locked together. It's not a map. It's not. And those are all either NFTs or some template, right? Some model that you go into. Sure. So my sense is that if land in Veveverse becomes an issue, or even if you can do land, but buying the land using OMI becomes an issue, right? Yeah. There's always a mechanism by which these guys can do like what Spatial does, right? With like right now, I have like a pad, right? It's a beautiful pad. I can have multiple pads. Except if I want to go to Rolex's pad or if I want to go to Tails' pad, I got to click a link to go there. I'm not walking there. You know what I mean? There's no walking
across the land.
Right. Yeah.
If it was far away, that would be, in my opinion, really kind of annoying to have to traverse.
Oh, man. Look, eventually,
just my own gaming like kind of interaction style. I have to traverse all the way across a map to get to like Marvel.
No, I like that too.
Marvel pad. I'd rather go Link.
No, I mean, how do you create value, right? So if they have Vivi's Kingdom in the middle, and then you have Disney next to it, or Disney's like 2 blocks away, and then you have DC's 2 blocks the other way, the land that's right next to DC and Disney is going to be premium. And if you want to live in the boonies, with the cattle, right? That's the whole thing. Maybe that and I would love to see that too someday, right? Because that seems cool too. So you have an address and you have everything. But I'm okay with where we are today. I'm okay with just having a penthouse and clicking a link to go to somebody else's and not walking over or whatever.
I actually like that better.
Yeah. And you can create spaceships and you can create your own environment, except that when you go from my space to your space, there's a link. Yeah. And look, I think there's a whole
That's another thing. The doctor's in the house, but that's another thing. Walking in the World of Warcraft, yeah. If you can do that environment, I get it. I love open world games for sure. Like I play, GTA and all that, so I love that. But this is not for me. Oh, one thing, just to jump in here. New plan. I think this is what you were talking about. This is a good point. He gets it as in beta, but they need to let more people in. Once people get more content being pumped out by YouTubers will help fuel excitement. I agree with that point, and once more people get in, I think that's part of the
yes, and yes, but only one caveat. Yes, and yes. The only caveat is for the YouTube that gets pushed out, don't show features that are not finalized. That is just not.
You have to wait then. You're saying you have
500
to wait.
people can say, I want to see it. I must see it now. It's great. It'll do this. It'll pump the app. It'll bring. No. When you have it done, show it. All the features and stuff. But in the meantime, show the content that's in there. I'm very supportive. I would love to see these 2 videos from Tails and Falcon coming out. I'd love to see True Tech's video come out. I'd love to. I don't know if he's built a video or not, but his space. Sure. I'd love to see other kind of spaces featured. The outputs, you can share the outputs.
Yeah, the outputs, until it I like that was
done.
That was a really good point about if the features that are in there that you guys are testing, it's testing for a reason to make sure that they work or not. If they start releasing all of that, then if they change things, because you said that about 10 minutes ago, if they change things, then it could be conceived the wrong way, right? Okay, so just be patient is what you're saying. Wait till it's they've said, okay, everything is working the way we want. These are the features we want, to start with, because, over time they're going to, I know Dan said in his interview there, really great interview too. That Dan said that, and it's just what I was saying a couple months ago, and it relates to Fortnite and other things. The Veveverse or Vivi's never going to be done. It's never going to be just here you go, done. Like Fortnite is never done. You know what I mean? I know that's a big game, but they're always expanding, always adjusting, always, changing. And I always felt that the VV app is going to be like that too. Now with this whole, as we're seeing the Veveverse develop, I don't think there's ever going to be a point, and this is just me from the outside, this is my impression, that it's just going to be done one day. And and everybody gets in because it is done to start, and now we can get in there. They're still going to obviously be updating it, right? I mean, they're still going to be continually building this thing out.
I mean, it's just a start, man. And it's, by the way, the other things we didn't talk about is already compatible with the Quest 3. When Apple Vision Pro comes out, the space and the content is compatible with that already. So, the whole VR part of it, because you can explore all these metaverses in 2D on your device or on a laptop or whatever. But, they're already compatible with Quest, and so it works in VR and stuff. So look, there's all that aspect to it. And then there's also the element of, look, I want to be very empathetic when I say this. Look, people have bought OMI and they sat on OMI for a long time. OMI is a utility token. There's not much value outside of the app for OMI. So the app utility has to be created in the app. People, back in the day, whether it's 3 years ago, 5 years ago, people say
first appearance. Yeah, he was commenting earlier about.
Yeah, this is what I want to talk about, right? So people said, land sales was going to be the biggest thing for OMI, and we'd all use a lot of money to buy. But look, things change, right? There's a lot of regulatory stuff that's going on. I don't want to take all that in this space here, and I don't know all of that stuff. I think Dr. Stuff would be a great guy to follow for some of that stuff. But look, the ask of the team is the following: create more utility for OMI in a manner in which it's regulatory compliant. Because nobody wants to create utility for OMI that will create a problem for Vivi that will end up in paying fines, penalties, and the app kind of struggling, right? No point in doing that. So please create more utility for OMI, figure out ways in which you can do it. Today, there's one that came out 3-4 months back, which is if you put 10 million OMI in the app, you get bonus points. And that was OUP phase 0. So whatever is in OUP phase 1, bring it out. It's an ask of everybody in the community that, look, if it's regulatorily, white, not black, not even gray. If it's gray, we don't want it. I don't want the company to struggle because of that.
No.
If it's gray, don't do it. There's some other companies may do it, but you don't do it because, you've got the biggest brands out here. Your exposure is very high.
Yeah.
But, create, if it's feasible, create some utility, allow us to buy some accessories, or, whether we can convert OMI to something that something else gets used in the app, kind of in Veveverse or something. I don't know all that stuff, right? But, just be patient on that front. I know it's been a long time for people waiting and stuff.
Yeah.
But don't think it's the end of the world because you can't buy land today. And even that, it's not a no. It just needs to be figured out, and these guys have to feel like they're not going to get into trouble with the SEC or whatever for that, for the use of OMI to buy what we know as land in the metaverse. So,
well, you know what's interesting about the time frame, and I recognize that there are people in the VV community, in the OMI community, who feel like they've waited a long time, but it's a blink of an eye, guys. I really want people to remember that, if you're of, and this is an interesting dynamic, right? Like I'm, of a certain age, things don't go up exponentially, instantaneously. In my experience, I know that's happened in crypto over the last few years, especially in 2021. But I think I think the expectation of things flying off the charts in a moment's notice, like suddenly OMI's going to go crazy. We saw a little glimpse of that like a month or two ago, right? A month ago or so, when it kind of had that nice run up. But I think, it's hard. It's tough to ask people to have that kind of patience in the crypto space. And also, in the VV community where, they've been expecting things or VV's, hinted at things and talked about things. And so I can see that, but you really just got to practice a lot of patience here. And just, if you got in for the reasons you got in, like that, those reasons still exist, even if it takes more time. Because I really do think that the evolving world, I don't talk a lot of OMI on the channel just because I'd rather focus on the collectibles and stuff. But we give it, like today, like I have OMI rewards going out to my members. So, OMI's a big thing here on the channel, but we don't break it down, and I don't talk about it a ton. But my whole impression of, the token is that it's valuable. There's a place for it big time. But like you said, I love what you said about the gray area aspect, because, if you step back and you look at don't do anything in an uncertain time, specifically with regulations across an app that is worldwide. That could then compromise people's OMI positions in a worse, or compromise the company's position. So it's a really smart thing. The only thing is the communication. Let's ramp that up a bit, so then people aren't always speculating and always confused, and then some people go to the negative about it because they're just worried, right? If you bought millions of OMI, people could be worried. This is my impression of how I see people reacting. I don't usually cover OMI on the channel too much. So I let some of the big experts in it that watch the market daily do that. But even watching the market daily is a real gut punch in any kind of market. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I love all of that.
Look, let's talk about one more thing, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
so
whatever
Reker,
you want to say.
Right? Reker got a bunch of money. They raised a bunch of money. Gary Vaynerchuk and Winklevoss and all these guys, and they had a lot of money. They had 50 million or whatever, right? They raised a lot of money. They blew their whole bag up front. A lot of engineers, a lot of developers, not as much IP, but then they literally blew their bag up front. And where are they now? Gone. If you think about VV, they could have done the same thing. When there were all those people, they could have spent, their full bag. They could have gone and done all this stuff. But if you look at the trajectory of VV versus some of, and maybe I shouldn't use the word Reker here, but other companies, right?
Sure.
The other companies, big noise, big money, blew the money, and gone. These guys, throughout the whole thing, they never overdid anything, right? So they started ramping up. Today they had only maybe 25, 30 engineers. And I remember writing an email to David, saying, man, I'm really unhappy. You really need to hire more people. Why can't we build this faster? And David sent me a very, he responds to a lot of people, man. He sent a very simple email saying, look, we've got a plan and we're building it at a measured pace. And today they have 100 people in the company. And they are methodically building. Methodically building. They have not overspent. They have not overtaken money from outside, and they're building. And, as a customer, it can be super frustrating sometimes that, look, it's not getting done. It's slow. It's this, that, and the other. When is it coming? But look, as it pertains to Veveverse specifically, when I think of Veveverse, this is not financial advice. I don't work for the company, so I can say whatever the hell I want to.
Yeah.
Like, I really can. Like, you know what?
No, I know. Yeah.
I'll say whatever I want to, right?
It's just
So,
your, like, dude, this is just your opinion. And
it's my opinion.
we're
Right?
asking
my opinion.
We're
When I
asking
think of 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and I imagine where this would be, I'm not looking at all those small steps there. I'm looking at what that final vision is, and I can see myself wearing an Apple Vision, Pro, or some other thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in this beautiful land where I can bring in all my 5,000 plus collectibles into different types of environments. I can go into a Disneyverse, not Tales is bad. Disneyverse. I can go into DCverse. I can go to Avengersverse. I can go into Ron English Delusion Will. I can go to Mumbat Ghost World. And whether each of these people choose to build their own worlds or not, I don't know. But my sense is that you would have that ability. And my dream of what I see Veveverse to be 3 to 5 years from now, there is all these paths and lands. I go in there, I'm rich with my toys, and put them out, engage, drive the cars, drive the spaceships, drive, the DeLorean, fly, my Romulan, fly, the Enterprise, whatever, and have different types of activities, events, driving, full-on races, driving, smaller games, buying, music concerts in there, sports, watching sports, live sports with other people together on a screen in there, all of that stuff, right? And running auctions and participating in auctions and going into comic stores and buying and doing drops and just all these kinds of things, and then token gated kind of environments where it's not anybody and everybody, right? There may be like some space which only people that have X can come in, X collectible or something.
Sure. Yeah.
That vision for me. And then you have all these accessories and, I have different costumes and I can, match my physical Spider-Man cause with the digital one.
Yeah.
And so, I have that vision of what this thing is, and I'm patient, and I'm, I don't want the company to go, get into legal trouble, regulatory trouble, or bankruptcy, or any other problems by trying to over kind of, step on the gray lines too much. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to take some risk.
Yeah.
But I think these guys know what they're doing, how much risk to take. It's reflected in that they have a viable business after so many years and despite so many problems. Right?
Yeah.
That's my take on it, man.
No, it's a great take. And there's people who have, differences of opinions about that, or maybe just certain things within there or not. I know the communication thing is a big thing for a lot of people, but I think I've heard, and I don't know because I'm not like in the company or anything, but I've heard we know they're hiring. We know they're doing a bunch of stuff internally. We know they're like, building out like marketing. They're building out like, everything. And then we hear about other companies who are kind of like, going like it's not going well for other companies. I know you mentioned one in particular, right? That I think that deadline is like today or tomorrow on that platform. So, that's an interesting thing, which is unfortunate for the space, right? But I mean,
on the marketing side, just specifically on that.
Yeah, just LinkedIn, on the marketing side,
On the LinkedIn now, yesterday, like I follow VV on LinkedIn and I am connected to some people on LinkedIn, VV people on LinkedIn. I saw, I think it was 4 or 5 marketing jobs posted.
Yeah, right. So like,
I mean, they have jobs. They have, like, not me speculating. They may have jobs. I saw them with my own eyes.
Yeah, they're really like, it looks like they're building.
And they have videos of people telling you what those jobs are about.
What's that?
They have videos about it too. So when you go to that site, you click on it, it's got some videos from Renee and one of the marketing people and some other people I don't know. But
yeah. And there was another great point that Dan made in his interview, right? Where about the marketing aspect of it and the timing of that. Yeah. And I thought the point was really great about the timing of it. Like, say, like, I think the quote, and I'm paraphrasing a bit, is, do you put like $110 million or something in the marketing at a time when people aren't able to actually then come in and actually participate because of, what's going on in the world or whatever? Like, the timing on marketing is pretty important. Like, Your background, like your background, this is why I asked you at the beginning when you first came on, just about your background a bit. So then if anyone doesn't know you, like your experience, with big companies and with all this kind of stuff and with marketing and launching stuff like that all kind of comes into play with when you share your opinion and viewpoint, also with your connection to Vivi and how long you've been here and the ups and downs and all the stuff. I mean, I've been in spaces with you where you've been frustrated. I've been in spaces with you when you've been elated. I've seen you send the team, like whoever you can get in contact with, of course. I mean, you're not like sitting at David Yu's boardroom meeting every week or something. I mean, obviously, but you're able to, like, because of your history, able to provide some really critical feedback. And we've seen you do that. And so all of that stuff comes from your experience in the background. So when you look at like same with me, when my background, and I don't talk a lot about my design career and the companies I've worked with, but you don't launch marketing campaigns like until you actually have the actual like audience picked out, until you have actually the right timing of it. Otherwise your money just gets wasted. Right. So all of these things, and that's why I wanted to ask your opinion about that, because I know your history, like in your professional career, gives you a good base of, to give a good opinion about what you think the Vivi's doing, like, or what they've done at this point. So, with that, do you think, like, it's kind of a longer question, right? But do you think that when you see the, the hirings and stuff, or at least the postings, what is your interpretation of that about how they're building? Because we know Mitch. I mean, Mitch is the poster boy for the new hire, and we milked Mitch for a year or two talking about. But now you can see they're doing stuff. They're not announcing everything. You can see what's going on if you really look.
So let me. So I've been CEO of a fintech, and my.
By the way, I'm loving this. By the way, this is thank you so much for coming on.
So my fintech, the two fintechs I've run both had somewhere between 50 and 70 million. Actually, one of them was even more than $70 million of marketing budget, and then we had development budget too. But think of it this way. So just for simplicity, imagine that you have, like, Vivi has, let's say, $10 million to spend every month, right? You can spend it any way you like. You can put it in tech, you can put it in marketing, you can put it in customer service.
Amazing Fantasy 15 on Vivi.
Put any, you can spend, like, Vivi, you can spend your 10 million, you get 10 million every month. Yeah. You can do whatever you want. So what happens is, when you're in a down market, if you spend all 10 million on marketing, right? First of all, the cost to acquire a customer will be much higher compared to in a good market where there's, demand and there's a lot of tailwinds, right? Sure. So, if it costs, let's say, $100 to book a customer today, bring in a new customer today, in a good market, it would be 25 or 30. Yeah. So for the 10 million that you spend today on marketing, you may get only 10,000 customers. If you send the 10 million bucks in a better time, let's say maybe 6 months from now, a year from now, you
starting to turn now, actually.
30,000, 40,000, so you get a bigger bang for your buck. So what you want to do, like what companies do in these types of times, is they scale back the marketing and they spend more on development. Yeah. So Vivi, they're very smart, man. David Yu basically, when the market started turning, he basically went and started hiring. He's got like 100% team in the company. A lot of them are focused on developing. Not saying that he's not got marketing people and this and that. He's got marketing people. He's building out the marketing capability too. Except they're not blowing their bag on marketing in a down market. That would be a very big mistake. If you blow, if they've got like a reserve, like let's say Vivi's got a reserve fund of, 50 million or something, to take that 50 million and plow it into digital marketing and to try and win customers now, that would be one of the biggest mistakes this company can make. And David is not doing that. Yeah. So they're trying to figure out how to still attract customers, but in lower, cost manners, in manners in which you're able to bring people in, and they're spending more money on development. They're spending money on Veveverse. They're spending money on OUP, MCP. I don't know, we're not seeing it as yet, right? Yeah. Look, it takes a while to bring a team on. So if you hire somebody, so let's say you had only 20 people in tech, and you hired 30 more people in tech, right? I don't know the exact number that we hired or whatever, but let's say you brought in 30 people.
We've seen developer jobs
So the 20 team, to hire the 30, takes time, and not every developer is hiring the new developer. It's the same leadership is hiring those 30. Then you've got to ramp them up to, to a point where they're productive. Everybody has a learning curve, especially in tech, with all kinds of tech in all kinds of places, right?
Sure.
So there's a ramp up period. Then even after you have the ramp up, there's a question of whether your old tech needs to be refactored or changed, right? Transform. Like old shit doesn't work. When we were small, it was different. Now we've got to do something. So look at Sleepin.
Yeah, Sleepin's here, Superstar's here, everybody's here, watching you. Yeah.
So they're doing the right thing. And my sense is, this is again, I'm not giving you any advice. I don't work for VV. My sense is, from what I've seen with the pattern of hiring that they've done from June onwards, and the focus that they have on MCP, OUP, merging, Veveverse, IPs, and all this other stuff. When I look at all the digital business, all that stuff, when I look at this whole kind of thing, my sense is that once VV gets its team up and running, the tech is up and running, they'll start producing and spitting out new features at a much higher pace, and we'll have a lot more things hitting us regularly. I've already seen the progress. Like, the app updates almost every couple of weeks. So, sometimes multiple times in a week, there's an update to the app.
Yeah.
We may not see it. It's not visible to naked eye, but there's like feature functionality and all that stuff. Keeping it real also, there shouldn't have been that much delay with MCP being accurate, right? So let's call a spade a spade. That was not good, right? This thing was launched in March and April.
I think there's still some issues with that.
Yeah,
I think mine are good now. Mine were not good for months and months. And I was like, I brought it up, I tweeted out. Mitch actually replied to me that they would be updating it, like, not with an announcement, but everybody was like, and eventually I did see mine start to match up with my Vault Value app that I just use as a, reference. So I was like, okay, it looks like it's working now, but I know there's still some issues, but yeah.
I wanted to, if you're okay with it, I'd love to kind of talk a little bit about, or maybe you can kind of bring up the topic of the next week's space. I'm coming back here next week with some special guests. So.
Yeah. So thanks for diving deep and all that stuff. I think this is probably, for me, this has been kind of like some of the best discussion about Veveverse and the company themselves at this point that I've heard from someone in a long time. So thank you for doing that. I'm going to be rewatching this a couple of times. And,
delete the parts where maybe I went too far, huh?
No, well, hey, man.
It's already gone. The ship is
I don't know. We'll see if we see you again, and you might disappear for 2 weeks or something. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. So next week, we were chatting just off air, and you had this amazing idea, right? And do you want to talk about that and about what? We're going to do something, and this should be really cool. And we're with new users and stuff like that, if that's what you're referring to. And also there's well, go ahead. Like, you can kind of mention it, what you're thinking. It's such a great idea that you sent me, and I just I think it's just amazing. Yeah.
So I was some of you guys may know that I'm I work with Harvard's Innovation Lab quite extensively. I've been working with them for quite a while now. Usually I have at least two or three companies at a time, early stage companies that are started by Harvard students that are being incubated in Harvard's Innovation Lab. And, there's one company that I'm supporting right now and advising and stuff. So I spoke to them. It's called Flyblock. The name of the company is Flyblock. One of the co-founders of that company is basically looking to transform e-commerce sales of both physical and digital merch in a light gamification type of manner. They'll tell you the story, but anyway. Sure. So I told them about VV, and they said, "Oh wow, we'd love to come and explore it." They're super excited. Yeah. So he'll tell you his story. When he was a little boy, he was collecting. Cool. He was collecting some cards. He'll tell you what cards and what he did and stuff. So let me not tell his story. He'll come there. But somebody who had a very interesting kind of collecting story when they were young, and they're super excited. And now they're really, really excited when they see VV. So I told them, look, please don't buy anything as yet. Just get your accounts, get a KYC, and blah blah blah. We should do. I'll get you onto Mycollectables show. So you guys come in. So we'll actually have a new user section, right? So MC, it's up to you whether you want to do it ongoing or not. But have a new user section in every once in a while, where there's a new user who comes in, you get their story, what they used to collect, did they stop, now they started, and they'll buy their first collectible on the app.
Yeah, live in front of you guys.
Live. Buy the first collectible live, and go through that whole experience, whether it's a drop or whether it's just from the market or whatever. But anyway, so that's him. And then his co-founder is a professional athlete who has played for the Cleveland Indians. I think he's played for the Braves and the Astros as well. Short career in as a professional athlete, couple of years, I would say. But very, very bright guy, very bright guy, totally into tech, into crypto, trades crypto. Didn't know about OMI, so I told him a little bit about OMI. So anyway, so the thought process is I'll bring them on next week. We'll chat about some other topics. Yeah. Introduce these guys, then you can chat with them. They'll buy their things live. And both of them told me they are just absolutely incredibly excited to get on the VV and buy. They're itching to buy. And I told them, don't buy, please, don't. Yeah,
just wait. We want to see it. We want to be there.
Yeah. And then they said, look, we have friends who would love this stuff. Yeah. School friends and other professional friends and, other athletes and stuff who would love this stuff. So obviously that remains to be seen. But next week, one of the shows I'll be back on with these two guys. And they'll talk a little bit about what they're building as well. And one of them I actually tweeted about I put out a tweet last night about one of them. So you can, if you go hit my tweet, you'll kind of see that. Welcome them.
Yeah, let's check it out. Where are you? Right here.
Bring them in.
Right here.
Bring in more. I'm hoping to bring in more people as well. My younger brother actually is on VV already. He has he's a couple, several hundred collection of several hundred. He's president of an oil company. He keeps telling me, look, man, I'll buy a few things here and there, but once MCP goes live and I know what the hell it is, then I'll spend more money.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you got to get in first and check it out. So this is one. Here's your tweet that you were talking about 16 hours ago. Right there. There's Yifeji. Right here. Yife. Oh, sorry. There's a J at the end in the. So that's the last name. Yeah, and then Flyblock right here. I gotta follow this too. I'm just seeing this. I'm seeing this for the first time, everybody. So
they just created all this stuff, man. Literally, I asked him to open his VV account and open an X account because most people here, these guys are all on LinkedIn and whatever they teach them in Harvard, right? we gotta bring them into VV and kind of give them that second MBA, right?
Yeah, that's right.
We gotta give them the VV MBA, right?
Oh man, that's gonna be fun. So everybody, stay tuned for that. Sanjay, we'll coordinate that, and that's gonna be really fun to see. Actually, people come on for the first time, hear about some of their story, and this is something that could be done, as we move on too with new people who come. I mean, and then people if anyone's here watching, right, they can always just welcome them. And I mean, what a great way. I mean, could you imagine if that was how you found the app, and then you were that would be kind of cool. That'd be super fun, right? So hopefully they're okay. Hopefully they're okay coming on live. I mean, they can. Maybe there'll be a mask or something. Right?
But look, what a warm welcome, right? If you two things here, right? If anyone here goes and talks about VV to their family and sends out an intro kind of thing on any channel, it doesn't have to be, obviously it could be X, it could be TikTok, it could be Facebook or whatever. And then you have the entire community kind of come in and welcome them. Like literally after I put out that tweet yesterday, Rolex, Mr.41.ETH, Randy, so many people, you, Michael, so many people. Oh, wow. Look at that.
I know.
10 Mycollectables members. Michael, you're an amazing guy, man. Amazing.
Thank you so much for that, dude. I really appreciate that. Big shout out to Michael. I know that. Didn't he do that also with Arcade?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did that.
Yeah. And I think VV Magic as well, right?
It's so generous of you. Thank you so much for that. That is absolutely.
But the point being, like this is the, if anybody in this audience goes and talks about VV to a family member or friend, and then brings them into X or some other platform and sends out a tweet like this, and if we as the community comes in and gives them this type of warm reception, they go from like one account to like one follower to like 500 followers in like a month, and that includes some of the biggest whales in VV, some CEOs of companies and stuff. What a warm welcome, man! What a warm welcome!
I know.
Then people like you if you guys host them on your channel, don't ever host everybody. Like, here's a new user section. I have 3 of them today or 5 of them today or something. And, they kind of tell their story about collecting and what they're doing and stuff. How inspiring is it to other new users to want to be on a channel and to collect and create that degree of energy, that positive energy? It exudes positive energy to bring in people with that type of love and attention.
Yeah. That is such a great idea that you had right there. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, well, you probably got to get back to actual work.
You really, people think, what do I do, man? Honestly, I do a little bit of work here and there, but otherwise I'm on Vivi, you know what I mean?
No, I hear you. Yeah, actually, you were asked earlier in the chat about how much time you kind of spend. I'm kind of the same way. I'm in that around the same time frame as you are as well, just with video content and everything too. But man, it's so cool right here. We didn't cover some things. Sure. There's more things we could talk about, but we can wait and then to the midweek and talk about those too.
Let's do that. VV Oscars.
Yeah.
Look, that was an idea.
Yeah, the VV Oscars is the other thing. I wanted to ask you about.
Don't want to talk about it now. You put out the announcement stuff. We'll do it when we do that whole interview with Ife and Alex. So, I had this idea about doing Oscars, VV Oscars.
Right here, look at this.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I love it. I love it.
I wrote a paper
right here, the Oscars. Yeah.
Look, I'm very Amazonian that way in nature. Whenever I have an idea, I'll write a paper, 2-pager, 3-pager, or whatever. So I've written Amazon style 3-pager, and I got a lot of positive support. I didn't send the paper to everybody in the community or whatever, but I got a lot of positive support for the idea. So I sent it to Corey. And Corey then connected me with a couple other people within Vivian Marketing. So I'll likely have a Zoom call with them at some point midweek to just sort of say, hey, here's the idea I have. Here's all the other input that others have given me on this topic. And here it is. Now you guys run with it if you like it. And obviously me and anyone in the community is more than happy to help with kind of seeing it to the finish line, all the way from whether you want us to do 90% of the work or 10% of the work, right? Come back and let us know.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we'll talk about that next week, and then and that would be my goal, man. Like, that would be a big project that I really want to deliver. It's just out of the love of my heart for the community. That would be sort of contribution there. And then we'll do these guys coming on next week as well. So yeah.
Super fun. Well, thanks, man. I mean, you're welcome anytime to come on, and you just crushed it today with thank you for sharing what you're sharing. I mean, it must be like, okay, I can tell, we can all tell who are following the project, everybody that's inside. As soon as that the video came out, like the demo, we could see that there are a lot of people that we know that are in there that haven't been able to share, because you're still building and still going through that stuff. And it's exactly how you described, right? But you must be just dying, dude. Like, I mean, some of the stuff I really want to show this. And I know eventually you'll get to just, the doors will open up for people and you'll be able to just really go all in on everything. But you gave us such great info today. I want to thank you for doing that.
Well, my pleasure. And thank you for having me on the show, man. I just love talking to you. It just, time flies, man. I don't even know how much time we've kind of spent already just chatting, but
we've been here for like almost an hour and a half. I mean, it's been amazing. Well, okay. Well, we'll have you on midweek, and I'll announce that, guys. And I know you will too. And we'll do that whole fun thing, and that'll be cool. And in the meantime, we'll see you this weekend, obviously, probably in Spaces. So do you have anything that you're planning this weekend that you're doing, or are you just going to be?
No, but on Monday, I'll be on Jordan Riz's channel in the evening.
Oh, Jordan. Yeah,
I think it's 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. I think that's the time. It's in the evening, Monday evening. Jordan had asked me, I've spoken to him only once in Spaces. I've obviously, followed him for a while. And so I was just really looking forward to that. He's Australian. So really looking forward to Jordan's space on Monday. Yeah. And then your space mid next week. Come back and chat about the VV Oscars and other stuff. And obviously, I love this community. There's a lot of amazing people that are listening here. Superstar Money, VV Wheels.
Yeah, they're all here. Ronnie's here with
people here, man.
Big Oz and Mitchell and Geary and Dee and everybody, and then Bill. Sorry we didn't call you out, but I've been reading all your comments. And Michael, thanks for the memberships there. That's amazing. And everybody. Sanjay's a class actor.
Hinano stuff, man. I love what you guys do as well, Hinano. So
And the
Have to
superstar
come on to you
guys.
guys' channel as well sometime. You know, we'll do that sometime in the future. Some other topic.
Yeah.
Superstar Money, of course, I've been on their show before. Love these guys too. What they do.
All right, man. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Thanks. Go on. Bye, everybody.
Oh, that was so awesome. I'm going to have to go back and watch all the stuff. I mean, just like an absolute, class act and gold mine of info there. I didn't expect all that. We were going to talk about all other stuff but that was so cool. So I'm going to have to go back. Make sure you guys share that out. I might actually even cut that chunk out and just do it as its own thing so people can just really hear his thoughts about the Veveverse and everything. But we got some important things to cover here. I got to get you guys your giveaways now. I got to do the giveaways for the channel here. So I want you guys to win some comics and stuff. And, thanks for sticking around for that. We're going to do this. I'm going to give you guys a Drophead 3 Plastic Man right now, because then I'm going to do my comic book rewards and I'm going to do the OMI rewards. And I'm going to give 5,000 OMI to the chat here next after Plastic Man, and then we'll do the regular rewards for the holders of drop heads. And by the way, all the people who claimed a membership there for Michael, and thank you so much, Michael, for doing that. That is so generous of you. Make sure you connect with me after the live stream, because with a gifted membership, you do get another Drophead NFT. You do get a free one. And so depending on the level that he picked for you there, you'll get that Drophead. If it's a level 1, you'll get a level 1. If it's a level 2, you'll get a level 2. And if it's a level 3, you'll get another one of these and more spots and all the future rewards with the 3D file sent to you. So make sure you connect with me on Instagram or Twitter on a DM, or if you're already a member in Discord, saying you got a membership today, a free one, and then you'll get another NFT. Okay, that's how it works. So thank you so much, Michael, for doing that for sure. Now, whoever wants to win this Plastic Man, like I said, so this guy's a secret, one of the secret drops of my drop heads. He gets you 3 spots in every one of my rewards, all of them, okay? And he's a secret drop, so there's 5 of those. We can get you more. I can explain more about that, what that means as well. But you're going to want to collect all 5 secret drops as they come out. There's the zombie, and there's this guy. The wave 3 of my wave 1 of my Drophead 3s, the regular ones, they're all gone. Everybody's claimed those. So we'll have more as the time goes on. But this guy's still available. So just right now in the chat, if you don't mind, press a... type in Plastic Man. Just type Plastic Man in the chat. I'll get this out to you right now. I'll give you the 3 spots, and then we'll do the random draws and see who wins. And then I'll do 5,000 OMI for you guys. Just start if you're still in the chat. So don't go anywhere. Just hang out for a few minutes. I know we've been here a while, but maybe someone will win another 5,000 OMI right now. Who knows? But just type Plastic Man in the chat, and we'll get you going there for sure, right? It's pretty cool. Oh, what a crazy amount of info. I'm just trying to process all of that. That was just absolute awesomeness right there. Everything we heard right there was so great. I mean, there's still a long way to go, everybody. Keep typing. I'll do it in just a second here. But there's still a long way to go. We're still like early on. There's still patience required, even though I know it can be difficult sometimes, for sure. There's still a lot of that required. So just buckle down and, stick with what you've been doing from the start, and I think you'll be all right. Anyway, we'll give you another 10 seconds to enter. Then I'll scroll the chat. How I do it is I take my mouse. It's really low tech. I just scroll the chat up and down on StreamYard, and, and then I take my hand off the mouse. Whoever my mouse lands on wins this reward right here. Okay, so here we go, guys. You almost ready? Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going up. I'm scrolling down. I'm scrolling up and down and around. I'm scrolling over here, scrolling over there, scrolling up and down. And I'm stopping right there. And who is it? It's right here. It's Tong Collect. He wins another Plastic Man. So there you go. Tong right there. Let me just get this down for you. So I'll get you into the rewards. Okay. I'll get you that after the live stream. So thanks, Tong, right there. So there's that right there. He gets that one. Now, I'm going to put you into, while we're doing that, Tong, let me know you saw, by the way, in case, I want to make sure you, let me know that you saw you won Plastic Man. There we go. Just let me know. Say yay or boo or whatever. Okay, I see you right there, Tong. And you know what, guys? Let's go one more time. I'm going to give out one more Plastic Man to you guys. Let's give out a couple spots right here. Let's go again. You guys ready? Okay, you can keep typing. Keep typing if you want, but I'll give you one more, and I'm just going to go again right now. Let's go. I'm going up. going down, going up, and I'm going to go way up this time, back to the beginning, down a little bit more, somewhere in the middle over there. I'm going to stop right there. And who wins it this time? It's Jimbo. So Jimbo wins this one. Nicely done, Jimbo. Okay, so Tong and Jimbo, you both won this. Now, you got to connect with me after the live stream. I'm going to do the 5,000 Omi right now for you guys, but they got Tong and Jimbo in here. So let me just get to my, let me go to the, let me go here. Okay, you guys get 3 spots each in the rewards right here. I'm going to enter these in. So thanks for doing that. Thanks for showing up right there. So 5076 5078. Okay, so I got Tong. I'll get you the NFT after the live stream, guys. Okay, so there we go to 5081. Okay, and I got Jimbo. Okay, I got both you guys in the rewards right there for for the comic book rewards. I'm going to put you in the Omi reward master entry list as well, right here. And so you guys both got another 3 spots each. So we'll see if you guys win that. Now for the 5,000 Omi, I know you guys have been waiting. So let's do that now for the chat. Let me just get up right here. And I want to give you guys Omi. I know Omi price has gone down and stuff, but I definitely want to give you guys some Omi today because, you know, I'm a big believer of it on the channel. I don't have a huge, massive stack right now, but the price is looking good again. And we always give it away. We're up to, we're not quite at the superstar level. They gave out 1 million Omi. Oh, man. What an absolute reward that was. If you guys aren't following the superstar boys, the superstar men, the guys there and what they're doing, that was insane. 1 Omi, 1 million. So they might do it again. I don't know. They might do it again. So make sure you're over there. You know, I know Hinano and a few others were really close to winning that, right? So congrats to who won the 1 million Omi. So we're getting close to 1 million Omi. We're doing it. We're chipping away at it. By the end of the year, we'll be over 1 million as well. No problem. So we're trying to get some stuff out here as much as we can afford. I mean, we're just, you know, we're not employees. We're just the channels here, but we're just trying to share back. You know, when people gift memberships, you know, that goes right back into the rewards. And we're just trying to share the love and have some fun right here. So let's do 5,000 Omi right here. Yeah, Bones. Yeah, we're all having a good time. C-Spill loves some Omi. I know. Okay, so if you want to win 5,000 Omi, just type in I want Omi. Just type that in, I want Omi. And whoever I land on again will win. You'll just have to give me your wallet address afterwards, and I'll just transfer it over to you. It's not VV Omi, it's layer 1, so you'll have to then, you know, bridge it over yourself. This will just be to your MetaMask or whatever wallet you want. You'll have to give me that. It's layer 1, so you'll have to do the conversion yourself. Okay, don't put this in your. This will not go to your VV wallet. This has to go to your. But we can figure that out. So just type in I want Omi, and you'll get 5,000. Somebody here is going to get it, and then I'll go through my regular rewards, and then we'll recap what we're doing here and close it off for the day. What a crazy stream! This has been a lot of fun. You guys almost ready? I'll let you guys give you guys another like 10 seconds or so just to fill up my, so when I scroll, there's enough space to scroll. Keep it going, keep it going. Just another 5 seconds, and we'll get it right here. I'm just watching the chat. Okay, it looks like I think we have enough space now because I like to scroll pretty far. Okay, here we go, guys. 5,000 Omi coming up. Let's go. Let's go up. Let's go down. Let's go over here. Let's go there. I can't really go sideways, but I like to say that. Up, down, and around. Right over here. I'm stopping right there. And who's wins this one? It's Tong again. No way. This is legit. Tong. I'm going to do another 5,000 because we have a double winner. I'm going to do another 5,000. So, guys, keep typing. Tong. Look at that. He won the live. That's crazy. That is just pure luck, you guys. So Tong, what a double winner today. There we go. So Tong wins the 5,000 Omi. Let's keep going. I'm going to do it one more time because we got a double winner. And I want to get somebody else something too right here. You guys ready? I'm going again. Let's go. Up, down, up and around. This time I'm going like really far up. Okay, I'm going down, up, down, and around. Okay, and I'm going to stop right there. And who's it this time? It's Blinky Blink. Congratulations, Blinky Blink. There you go. So there's another 5,000 Omi right there. I can't believe that Tong won twice. That is crazy. There we go. Congrats, Tong. There you go. Okay, so that's cool. We got that. Let me just move this here. Okay, so we got Blinky Blink and Tong wins that right there. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for that. There we go. Let's scroll down. Let's wait. Let's see if you guys let me know you saw you won though. Okay, otherwise I'll do a rebound. I got to get a confirmation from you. Otherwise I'll get a rebound right here. So Tong, I see it. There you go. And Blinky Blink back to, I know you twice. That's just random. Like, honestly, I'm just scrolling and I just let go of the mouse. So there you go. And Blinky Blink, same thing right here. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So let's do the regular rewards right here. No, this will be really fast, you guys. Right here, we got 5,081 entries, including the 2 new entries from Tong and Jimbo, who just won those what do you call drop heads, right? So let me just stop the screen right here. I'll go to the random generator. And we'll see who wins the rest of the Omi right here. I mean, look at this comic book right here. We'll talk about that before I go too. I know you guys are waiting for that. So, oh, by the way, I wanted to bring this up while Sanjay was here. People build, like, look at Minecraft builds. Okay, in terms of like, people will go to the Veveverse and they'll just want to build there. And tons of people do this. It's so fun. Just Minecraft does not have high-level graphics. It's built intentionally that way. And Minecraft builds is a major, major thing. In case you guys don't know, Roblox as well. And by the way, Roblox has got the NFT talk going on right now. If you guys aren't paying attention to that, that's pretty crazy. So let's get to the random number generator right here. This is going to be, oh, sorry, let's go to here. This is going to be for the Omi rewards. We got 5,081. So whoever these land on wins Omi right here. Okay, the first one, 4655. Let's see who the winner of that is. 4655. Who won that? Where is it? 46. Hold on a second. I'm just looking. 4655. Hold on one sec. There's actually nobody in that position. There is a gap there between my zombie drop heads and my drop head 3. So there's no one in that position. There's 45s and then there's 4800s. We have to roll it again. I'm just going to double check just to make sure. I just want to make sure in case I don't miss it. Yeah, it goes from 4568 to 48. There's a bit of a gap. So let's hit it again. 3107. Okay, 3007. 3107. Let's see who wins that. That's Granddaddy Crypto. So there's 5,000 for Granddaddy Crypto. Thank you so much. I'll post these in Discord as well. Okay. You don't have to be here to win these rewards. I post the results in my members Discord, and then we transfer the Omi after. So let's do it again. This is 1893, position 1893. Let's see who wins this one right here. 1893. That is Dub. Dub Dollar. Nicely done. I actually just sent a comic to him for winning as well. That's 5,000 Omi. Okay, here we go again. 3393. Let's see who that winner is right here. 3393. That's Omi Singh. 3393. Let me just double checking. Yeah, that's Omi Singh. There you go, Omi Singh. Another 5,000 Omi right there. And I'll update the leaderboard. There's a leaderboard. Generate right here. 3792. Let's see who wins this 5,000 Omi. 3792. Where are you? Hold on one second here. 3792. Mark Meister. There you go, Mark Meister. Okay, another 5,000 Omi. We got one more right here to go. Let's go, everybody. Bang. 423. This is an OG. This is an OG member of the Drophead community. 423. I love it. Let's see. Who's in that position? It's Growler. All right, Growler. There you go. There you go, Growler. Okay, so I'll post those results, and we're going to do the comic book rewards right now. So let me just stop the screen right here, and let's go back right here. And let's just show it right here. Here is this right here. There's the Eco Club. So lots. So we got 10, 20, 30, 35,000 Omi today is going out. We got Granddaddy Crypto, Dub, Omi Singh, Mark Meister, Growler, Tong, and Blinky Blink all win Omi. Thank you so much, guys. There's lots of chances to win Omi coming up with the membership. So, you know, just stay tuned. And, you know, the more spots you get, the easier it gets. But a lot of people have won with just one drop head, right? So it's, and by the way, like I said, I got the SAG Club. I'll show you that in just a second. Everybody wins, right? Thank you so much, Michael, again. 20-month membership. You guys saw I did my reward on that, the old school rewards for members who are above 6 months. And so, you know, we'll have that come back very shortly as well. So that's pretty awesome. Look at all the winners. So let's do the comic books right now. This is great. So that's going to go out. And this actually is 35,000. So this goes to 889, I believe, 889 total. And I will update the membership, the rewards, the leaderboard. I want to see who the leaderboard is right there. Who's won the most OMI. All these people have won OMI on the channel, so that's pretty cool. So let's go to the comic book rewards right now and do this one. So let's do this. Hold on one second right here. Let's go up. So here's how the comic rewards work. It's all Spider-Man. We're actually getting closer to, we're almost getting closer to 600 comics, guys. 600! I've mailed out 600 comics. I mean, the post office loves me. I can't believe it. I really got to know the people at the post office mailing these comics. And we're going to have, there's 6 comics here. And then there's 1 on my Discord. So this is going to be a lot of fun right here. And these are all Spider-Man, like I said. So the way it works with my membership is if you're on level 1, you get a level 1 drop head. And you get a, there's one that goes for comic rewards. The blind box drop heads with the little blind box logo. That's level 1. Level 2 gets you Drophead Series 2. These give you a spot in all 3 rewards, like no matter what. These give you 1 spot in like OMI, comics, and the VV Gem rewards, which are coming back next week. And there's only like there's less than 60 of the Dropheads 2 available. Like there's 800 made. There's less than 60 now. So they're getting quite thin right there. Drophead 3s, if you get a Drophead 3 membership, you get a zombie Drophead right here, 3D. He's 3 spots in all the rewards and 5 spots in the zombie rewards, which we've had 2 of now. The next special rewards coming up, guys, are the skulls. So stay tuned for the skulls. They're coming back. And then we got Plastic Man, who's also a special one. He gets you 3 spots. So these are the Drophead 3s. You can choose which one you want if you join the membership at Drophead level 3. So Tong and Jimbo are getting those right there. They're getting Plastic Man today. Here's the master entry list right here. Same as the OMI rewards, right? You can see I got Tong and Jimbo up there. These are posted on Discord. This is the first comic, Spider-Boy 1, that's brand new. This is a nice one. You know, it's really fun. There's lots of variants of this cover as well. In fact, this is a variant right here. If you go down to your local comic shop, check this out. This is a variant right here. Look at this one. It's like Amazing Spider-Man #1, right? Isn't that cool with the Fantastic Four? So this is another variant of the comic I'm giving away today. But I'm not giving that one away. That one's actually for my own personal collection. Thank you very much. But you'll have to go to your comic shop to pick that one up. But I'll give you this one today right here. And then the second one is Ultimate Marvel Team Up with Spider-Man and Wolverine. This is #1, issue #1 from 2001. That's pretty awesome. And then this is the Hinano giveaway. I'm giving him multiple moments of credit here for giving this back because he won this a week ago. And then, you know, because he already owned it and everything, a few of them, he threw it back to you guys. So it's coming back into the reward. So thank you so much, Hinano, for that. That's so generous of you right there. Oh, sorry. I don't know why this is jumping around so much. Where is it? And then we got Spidey Stories, Super Stories, a fun one from 1977 with the Kingpin. That's a good one. And then we got Amazing Spider-Man 2, you know, the 392 with the Spider-Man 50 cover variant, you know, where he walks away from being Peter Parker. Then we got, this is the one I'm doing on my Discord. I'll do it on my Discord live right here. This is the SAG Club reward. I'll tell you about that. And then this is the last one right here. This is the one, Spider-Man 7. This is a variant right here that we didn't get on VV. So let's do these right now. This is great. This is Spider-Boy's first appearance. So we're creating comic collectors together here. That's what I want. I want you guys to hit your comic shops. I want you to get into getting some physicals, have some fun, match them up with your VV stuff if you can. And it's super great. So we got same amount of entries right here, 581. So let's just go back to the random generator right here, and we'll get through these really quickly here as well. And see about who's getting these. So 5,081. Let's just reset this. Okay, 5081. We got the exact same amount of entries for comic rewards. Let's go. 4801. So this is for the Spider Boy. Where is it? This is for Spider Boy. Let's see who wins this one. 4801. Let's see. 4801. That goes to MacBit. I think MacBit might be one of our, has not won a ton. MacBit just got the zombies and stuff like that. So MacBit, you just won Spider Boy. Hopefully you're watching. That's really cool. I think that he or she might be a first time winner. I'm not exactly sure, but the next one we got is Marvel Team Up. This one right here. This is actually quite thick, actually, this comic right here. Spider-Man and Wolverine. Hopefully we get those on the app. Both of them, Wolverine on the app soon. 4409. Let's see who wins this one right here. I'm looking at the master list. 4409. This is 4409. Hold on one sec. I think there might be a gap here again. There's 4079 is Bass, and then Dub 4409. There's no one in that position. That's another small gap. It's funny that we have a gap right there. Let's generate it again. 1280.87. Okay, this is going back a bit. 1287. This is a one-time member. This is a one entry right here. This is Cord 530. So Cord, you win this one. Hopefully you're watching. I'll put it up on Discord and we'll see about Cord. There we go. Cord 530 wins that one. So we got two winners here who have not really won. I love seeing that. I love, obviously, our Drophead Whales winning everything is great. But I also love it spreading around and we get people who haven't won very much. That's really nice. So Cord, you win that comic. The next one coming up is Superior Spider-Man, the Hinano variant. You know what's really going to be funny about this, though? What if Hinano wins? What are you going to do? Hinano, if you win, you got to take this comic, right? If you're still watching, okay? If you win, are you going to throw it back again? Because if you win this one, then you're destined to win it, okay? Because this is random. If your name comes up, that's going to be really funny. And I'm sending it to you, okay? Regardless, okay? You can't throw it back twice. Okay, let's hit it again. Let's go. Bang! 2271. God, I want it to be you just for the memes. 2271. Okay. Okay, it's not you. It's not you. It's Evolved. Evolved wins this one. So there you go. That's great. I know you support his channel just like I do. So Evolved, you win Hinano's comic. That's fantastic. I wanted it to be you, though, Hinano, just for the memes. That would have been so funny. It would have been like the comic book gods would have said, like, nope, you're winning this no matter what. Sorry. Okay, so it went to Evolve, so that should make you feel good. I know how much you like him, right? He's a great guy and has a nice channel, too, and he's doing lots of cool stuff. Okay, let's hit this again. Boom. 1666. Now, this is for the Spidey Super Stories. Look at this one. This is a lot of fun. Look at that. Look at the Kingpin just tossing him like a rag doll. That's super fun. So let's see. 1666. Who's in that position right here? Where are we here? 1666 on the thing. And that's Mark Meister with a double win. Mark Meister is turned into a big drophead whale. So Mark Meister, congratulations. You win that Spidey Super Stories. That's nice. So the next one is Amazing Spider-Man 392. That's this one here. Look at that. Look at that right there. Isn't that a beauty? That's an absolute beauty. Look at this. Yeah, I know you're happy, Hinano. Oh, it would have been so funny if you would have won, though. Shankster, I luckily won a Grail Kenobi from Cryptoys last night. No way. Once trading comes in, I'll be giving it away here. No way. That is nuts. That's so nice of you. That is so cool. You should actually give it away on, I really appreciate it. You should go to the Superstars channel or Doctor Strange or, or Hinano's channel and them, the ambassadors for the program. I'm a big supporter of Cryptoys. I'm not a part of the ambassadorship. So that'd be really cool to give it away to their channels too, if you want. But check this out. this is that's amazing that you won. I actually won on Vivi, and I'll show you what collectible that I got. I got an announcement while Sanjay was here, Mr. MC1. While we were doing our talk and everything, I got a notification on my phone that the digital collectible that I won on Vivi's Discord, the random weekly sweepstakes, I actually won. I'll show you which one. I don't even know which one I got. I don't even know what I got, but I obviously got something. So I'll check my account with you just after this. I want to see what I never won anything. So I did win. I did actually win from Elmond X. I won once. That was pretty awesome as well. And I haven't talked about Elmon X's recent project, and it's not that I don't like it at all. Like, I think it's, I just haven't had time to dive deep in. So if you guys are like, not following what Elmon X is doing right now, they're doing some amazing stuff with fidgetals and stuff. And it's really cool with 3D character and stuff with a new artist. So I haven't had a chance to cover the channel, but make sure you're following them on Twitter. And I will be covering them more as the future goes on here. It's such a crazy week. I haven't had a chance to dive in deep. But anyway, here's the comic going out right here. Let's see who wins this one. Where are we right here? Where's my random generator? There it is. Bang. 2233. Okay, let's see who wins this Spider-Man comic right here. 2233. And that's Rewind. Rewind 2001. There you go. Is that Ronnie? Rewind. There we go. Rewind 2001. We got you. We got you. Okay, that's that one right there. Fantastic. Now we switch gears. So I'll post this up. Now we switch gears over to my Discord. So this comic right here, the Spider-Man 29, is going out to my SAD Club. Okay, so let me just show you what the SAD Club is right here. Everybody wins if you're a member of the channel right here. So here we go on my Discord. Okay, the SAD Club is here, and it's just for fun, right? But the SAD Club are people who are members who have not won anything this year, because it's either a new member or, if you haven't won. So we have some people. So at the end of the year, I like to clear this all out and everybody gets something, because if you're going to have a drop head, you got to at least win something. That's my opinion right here. So we just do a random generator here for the SAD Club. And then I'll get back to the final comic right here. Crowback. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we got 22 people who have not won anything yet. So let's just hit that in there. Let's see who wins this one as the SAD Club. And they'll be happy. Oh, position number 1. You guys saw it. Position number 1. So who is the first person to enter the SAD Club? This I've already got position 1 before, but it's Crowback. So congratulations, Crowback. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to type this in here. SAD Club winner in position number 1. There you go. I'll tag them. And that person now will be happy forever. You got to be happy now forever. You're kicked out of the SAD Club because you're happy. Where is that right there? Let me just, there you go. There you go. And Crowback right there. Okay. There we go. So Crowback, I'll connect with them as time goes on here and get them this comic. So they will be happy again. I got to type this into the chat, actually. You must now be happy forever. There we go. There's a first-time winner right there. I always love to see that. That is great. So that's the SAD Club. So if you're a member of my channel and you have a drop head and you haven't won anything this year in 2023, make sure you go to my Discord and go to the SAD Club channel and just type your name in there with the mint number of the drop head that you own. Doesn't matter which one. And we'll get you a prize by the end of the year. That's the way it's going to work. Could be Omi, could be comics, could be something else. But everyone's going to win at least something, right? So let's go back to the random generator here. We got the last comic to do right here, number 5008. So this comic right here is, let me just double check to make sure I have all the right numbers here. Hold on. Okay, so we got, this is the Gomez variant. And let me just double check the entries here. I got to be diligent. 5,081. Okay. Give me one sec. Okay, Krobeck right there. Okay, this is Spider-Man 7. There we go. This is Spider-Man 7. This is the first appearance of Spider-Boy. This is the comic we got on VV. This is just a variant we didn't get. So I got you covered. Somebody's going to get this one, okay? And it's a nice one. You can see it right there, right? So I thought about giving the common one away, you know, the cover that we have. But, you know, it's better actually if we give away a comic that we can't get for sure, right? Yeah, Superstar Money, the SAG Club. We did it last year as well. And in December 31st, at the end of last year, everyone that remained in the SAG Club who hadn't won yet, I basically try to give out a reward there every week. Everyone who hadn't won yet, we did a SAG Club kind of like reward. I think I just did Omi for everybody. And that was a lot of fun. So then we cleared the SAG Club out. Everyone was happy. And then we started January 1st again with everybody. And then so I gave it a couple. Well, actually, we started around March. I gave it about 3 months of people winning. And then the remainder of people who hadn't won, they got into the SAG Club because they hadn't won in a while. And usually it's people who don't have a lot of drop heads, and that's okay. If you just have one, it's fine. You don't have to be a whale. But I want to reward people who are like, have been here a long time. So that's cool. So let's do the last one right here. Who wants this comic? Bang! 2062. Let's see who is in that position right here on the master entry list. 2062. Okay. Oh, we have a double winner again. This is just random, and this counts for the special rewards. I don't do double winners, but for the comic book rewards, you can win twice. It's just the luck of the draw, and it's Granddaddy Crypto. So congrats again, Granddaddy Crypto. That's great. So they win this comic right here, and a really big supporter of the channel. So that's really cool right here. So hold on a second right here. I got to enter this in. So Granddaddy Crypto wins this comic book right here. So that's great right there. Okay. I like that. I'll show you who the winners are, and then we'll wrap things up for the day, guys. Okay. So here we go. Let's go up. Let's go up. We got MacBit winning Spider-Boy #1. I think he's the first time winner there, which is great. And then we got Cord winning this comic here, the Ultimate Spider-Man, the Ultimate Team Up. I don't believe Cord's won before. I know that, just not in a while. So congrats, Cord. And then Evolved won Hinano's comic, so that was really fun. So thanks again, Hinano, for that. And then Mark Meister wins Spidey Super Stories. And Rewind wins Amazing Spider-Man 392. And then in the SAG Club, we got Krobeck, who's no longer sad. And then we got Granddaddy Crypto, who wins Comic 7. Granddaddy Crypto, I believe, won some Omi, right? Let's just see right here. Yeah, Granddaddy Crypto won Omi and a comic today. And so did, I believe, so did Mark Meister. Did Mark Meister also win a comic? I almost forgot again. Let me just scroll up. Yeah, Mark Meister and Granddaddy Crypto both won a comic and Omi. I know that Hinano, that happened to you last week, or a few others as well. So those are the rewards, guys. I'll post them up on Discord. I'll get those shipped out to you guys ASAP. And we'll have more rewards coming up next week. Remember, the Skull rewards will come back too, right? So that'll be fun. That'll be my next special rewards. And we're just going to continue to have a good time and have some fun. Now, just before we go, because I've been on a long time and I've been having such a blast with you guys right here. The Hawkeye and Kate Bishop coming up. Now, this should be fun. I want Hawkeye. I don't know if I'm going for the whole thing. I probably won't go for both and do the crafting, but I'm going to see about that. I'm going to look and see what he does in the market. Ronin, right? But I'm getting Hawkeye from my Avengers team 100%. That's what I'm thinking about that one. If we get the next couple drops, the Frozen drop right here, these are really beautiful, by the way, just so you know. I'm not going for this one, I don't think. 25 gems. It's not because of the price. I just don't really do the posters yet. Once I get into the Veveverse, if I ever get in, you know, like, which eventually I will, of course, like just like you guys, then I'll start really looking at posters. I don't really collect them that much, but these look great. I mean, if you're a Frozen fan, these are awesome. And I do like the numbers. They're actually quite scarce. Secret Rare right there. You have 613. Those aren't bad. So I won't be going for this one because I'm saving my gems for the Hawkeye. But let us know if you guys are going to go for that one. That's pretty cool for sure right there. This car right here, look at the detail on this. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see this right here? Look at this. Look at that. This is Kit. I don't own this car. The price of this went up. Did you guys notice that when this picture was released, people went, oh, wait a sec, because it's very thin floor. There's not that many that were listed, and the price is like in the 20s. It's up to, I think, in the 30s now. Because look at the detail right there. I mean, this is going to be so cool. So, you know, the vehicles are going to look great in there, obviously, but we'll see what happens with that as time goes on for sure, right? So, and how that goes. Now, we're with this comic right here, Spider-Boy. Let's just refresh this right here. What's he doing? Still at 70, 69 right there. So that's not bad. I don't mind that at all. If you go to my collection now, oh, look, so this is the one I won. I won a T-Rex. Look at that. This is the one I won. So if you go over to Discord and you go to VV and you go to the sweepstakes right here. Okay, so if you guys aren't entering this, make sure you get there and enter, because I enter as many times as I can. Here's the weekly sweepstakes. You can see right here, yesterday, I won. I never win anything. I absolutely love it. So this was so cool to see that I won, just randomly, obviously. It's just fun. So, and also Jas and G-Flow 333, congratulations for you guys to win this as well. But there's me. I actually won. And then I just found out right now, this is what I got. I got the Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's cool. let's check it out. Let's look at him in 3D. You got to love it if you win something, right? I mean, who doesn't love winning something, right? Anything. Let's see if it loads right here. Let's hopefully it loads up. There he is. Okay, cool. Look at this. Oh, that's funny. Look at him. Cool. So I won that one. So congrats to me, you know, congrats to me. But yeah, in my collection right here, you can see I got the spooky silhouette with the Batman. And then I did this little thing right here. I'm having a ton of fun. Let's just go back to my profile. Check it out. Look at my Batman right here that I did, you guys. Do you like that? That was kind of fun. So I'm having a ton of fun with this right here with, of course, the jetpack and then the stamp I wanted to do. I did a Spider-Man one as well. But look at how good they look in black and white, just sitting in like our regular vault. This is, you know, obviously not in the Veveverse. So look at how good I was really surprised at how shiny the Batman looks right there. He looks quite good. So that was fun. I picked that little dude up just for like that in the background. I picked up the Homer and Bart. I've been having so much fun with this jetpack. Just with like, and I love that the animation on it. I want to do something with Iron Man now flying or something like that. I'm going to figure that out for sure. Here are the comics I've got lately. I want to always show you guys what I do. 6 of the commons on that one, 5 of the uncommons, 1 rare, 1 ultra rare, no secret rare on those, but I'm building along there. And then if you go to my, these are my recent purchases right here. Spider-Man 700, 3-digit. I also got a Spider-Man 7 3-digit for like 6 or 7 gems. So that's pretty cool. I got the ultra rare there. I got the Ghost Rider ultra rare. I got 4 of these now. I've sold a couple of these because I needed some gems to go after this one. So I'm going to I have a 3-digit on that one. I'm going to keep that. And then you can see I got a 4-digit Fantastic Four not that long ago. My Secret War stack has been building. I got 18 uncommons, 22 commons. I'm just buying them slowly as I see them now. If people drop them to 6 and like down in the uncommon, a couple of people dropped it to 6. I snagged it up. It was back up to 750 or so. And this one right here, it went down to 8 or so, but I missed those. So I'll have to check on that price. I've been slowly buying these just every now and again right there. And then here's the rest of my stuff right here. You know, all of my stuff you can see right here. It's just, I was, you know, just as clear as day, opened them all up. You can check right here. I want more Amazing Fantasies. Okay. I want more. So I've noticed the price rate. I saw the price too late on the Amazing Fantasy Common. There was 2 listings at $220, and I saw that on Twitter and I raced over there and it was back up to $250. So those went fast, right? So I'm watching for that now, like really closely here, because I want to add a couple more for sure if I possibly can. So, but that's sort of where I'm at, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream today. Thank you so much for Mr. MC1 for coming out. Thank you guys for coming out as well. I really appreciate it. We'll just keep this thing going. You see my Iron Man up here? There he is. And like, he's right beside Grogu. They've become actually good friends. And actually, he's a bit shy, though. He hasn't come out of the box yet, though. Grogu's trying to get him to, they'll do stuff together. Iron Man, you got to come out of the box and play with Grogu eventually. You can't just stay up there forever. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next live stream. Thanks for coming out. Have yourselves a great weekend. Good luck on the drops. stay positive, you guys. Stay focused, stay patient, be smart with your money, as always, and just go after the stuff you love. I mean, I'm thinking Veveverse now. I'm thinking Vault. I'm thinking what I want to play with. You'll see more of that on my Twitter posts. Just little fun, little mini, like low-level creations, you know. But I'm just having a lot of fun with these collectibles and really trying to enjoy them and go after what I like and stack a few things that I like, and, you know, just waiting for more stuff to come for sure. But keeping a level head about stuff. Watching crypto like crazy right now. It seems to be doing really well. So, you know, Bitcoin's on my radar. I've been doing stuff there. I don't talk about that a lot here, but I've been doing that stuff with some cryptos, you know. I'm not a day trader or anything, you know, but I'm also not dumb. I see what's going on right here. So I'm trying to like work on that a bit. And, you know, we'll have that some live streams next week. We'll have some more drops coming out. We'll have some fun. And I'll be in the spaces hanging out and just relaxing. So take care, you guys. I will see you soon. And one thing I wanted to say also with Cryptoys, okay, I wanted to say this with Cryptoys, just as a shout out. If you're thinking about buying any Cryptoys, okay, and I'm not a part of the ambassador program. I don't have an affiliate or ambassador link, but people do, okay? Superstars do, Hinano does. You know, Doctor Strange does. There's a few others that do as well. Okay. Make sure if you're buying a Cryptoys cube for fun, right, or whatever you're doing, make sure you use their links, you guys, because we're small channels here. And it's really cool to support the people who are like pushing and supporting the projects. Dino, I believe, got one. I mean, a few others too. I mean, sorry if I'm not listing anybody. Make sure you just go to their profile first on Twitter or whatever and click their link. And they get a little bit of support for that. They're working hard, having fun, trying to build the community just like we are. And using those links takes no effort at all. And it really helps out. It also allows Cryptoys the chance to track some stuff and see how engagement's working for them so they can improve, you know, on what they're doing. So it really helps out. So make sure you use those. Don't be shy about it. You know, don't be like, you know, and the people who are sharing the links, make sure you don't be shy about sharing your links. It's really cool to do that. And so hopefully you guys, that's my little PSA, little request. I don't have one of those links, but if you see one of those with one of the people who are supporting that project, click on it. I mean, it's easy, right? Then you can support these, our channels. We're all small. We're all just trying to grow the space together. That's one way to help out. Anyway, I will see you guys again. Thanks so much and take care. Happy collecting, you guys.